How can I sell if I can't get a call put through?
Range Wilson, fitness, comedy, life.
After I moved to Venice Beach, New Regency continued to be my main source of income. But when they did not need me, I would take assignments at other entertainment companies. Because I was getting decent hours at New Regency, I had stopped calling in every morning to the Friedman Agency. But then they started calling me. Apparently, I was good enough that they were willing to break their own rules. I took one assignment at MTV, which turned out to be the least fun place I have ever worked. That surprised me because there was a time when MTV was known for its unabashed debauchery. But those days were long gone, and now they were trying to become a serious network. The only fun I had there was trying to get other temps to smile when I was taking their ID photos. I also took an assignment at a post-production facility, or post house for short. These are the places where editors sit in dark rooms all day long, piecing together the final cuts of Hollywood movies. I anticipated that this assignment would be boring, but I was surprised when the people there turned out to be fun. I was also surprised just how much responsibility they gave to me as a temp. When one of the editors needed the reels to the movie he was working on, he sent me over to the climate-controlled vault where they were stored. I drove to the vault and they just handed me the 4 big reels without any fuss. I did not have to sign them out or anything. There I was, some random temp, just driving around Hollywood with the master reels to a Hollywood movie. I managed to get them back to the post house without incident, so I suppose their system works fine after all. But the most demanding assignment was at a talent agency called Innovative Artists. I do not know what they are like today, but back in 2004, it was an insane asylum. Agents were yelling and screaming into their phones, while assistants and trainees scurried around with hunted expressions on their faces. I managed to stop one trainee who said, "We hardly ever bring temps in here." I did not take that as a good sign. The trainee found the person who had requested me, and that young man led me over to the desk where I would be assisting 2 agents. He gave me a 5-minute lesson on their call tracking software and then turned the desk over to me. One of the agents called out a name, which I wrote down just in case I did something wrong with the software. My trainer said, "Do not write down the name! Start typing it immediately!" I thought that was pretty weird. What did it matter if I took 1 second to write down the name? But I promised him it would not happen again. My trainer abandoned me to my fate, and I took a couple of minutes to investigate the call tracking software further. I realized that it had been carefully designed to shave every possible split second off of the call handling process. As I was beginning to realize, this agency was absolutely obsessed with time. The senior agent I was assisting, who I came to think of as the heat miser, called out the name Chris Cowles. This was a producer I did not yet know. I said, "How do you spell that?" He screamed out, "COWLES! How can I sell if I can't get a call put through?" His face was bright red, and part of me expected his hair to spontaneously burst into flames. He stared me down with a furious expression on his face for the 5 seconds it took me to connect the call. Then the junior agent, who I came to think of as the Ice Queen, received an incoming call. Still recovering from the Chris Cowles snafu, I did not answer the call until the second ring. She declined the call and then approached my desk. In a voice that could freeze lava, she said, "You must accept every call on the first ring. No exceptions." I apologized and promised it would not happen again. Now, I was already experienced enough in Hollywood to know that no deal ever fell through because some assistant answered a call on the second ring instead of the first. These people were clearly insane, and I was tempted to walk out of there on the spot. But I wanted to prove that I could handle insanity, and in fact I made it through the rest of the day without further incident. At the end of the day, my trainer asked me if I would consider coming back there to work as a temp. I said sure, why not? He seemed truly shocked by my answer. But I have never been one to let a little craziness harsh my mellow. It turns out that Innovative Artists never did call me again. But I did get a very interesting call from Yvonne, my special lady friend from my days in Colorado Springs. Tune in next time to find out what happened when I ended up juggling 3 women in 1 business trip. Until then, click my logo to subscribe, click the playlist to catch up on my life videos, or watch a video that YouTube has picked for you personally. My name is Range Wilson, and I'll see you next time.